I've got blessings on my blade, so I'm a slave.
So I did 100 pull-ups a day in February, and here's what happened.
Mom and Papa always told me trust in His word.
this
This at
now,
new
too.
church. Listen, this at new church.
Ja Rastafaro. Blessings of wholeness, family. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Akeem Pierre. Welcome to The Vibe if you're new. And this is my new studio, Liberty Movement Studio. Y'all are gonna get a vibe, a tour of this place really soon. But until then, we're gonna be talking about this 100 pull-up a day challenge I did in February. What I was doing was I set out to do a total of 2,000 pull-ups for the month of February. And what that equaled to is 5 days a week, I was gonna do 100 pull-ups a day. And I wanted to set myself up with a challenge. I was gonna challenge me physically first off. I wanna feel stronger. Physically, I just wanna feel stronger. Because y'all may look at me and be like, what you mean stronger? Like, you look pretty strong. But that's the danger of comparison. You never know where someone is at on their journey. And where I'm currently at on my journey is I'm on that weaker side, where I have been so much stronger in my life and I have felt so much stronger in my life. So I'm getting back to that. I want to get back to that. So I challenged myself with a physical challenge, but I also wanted to challenge myself mentally. I have so many things that I want to do right now in my life. As y'all can see, we got a studio here, got the YouTube channel I want to keep consistent. We got the retreat coming up in June. We got the e-commerce business as we're selling Seamoss, and that's booming, that's going really well. And that's a lot of things. There's so many different things that I want to be doing, and I got to be in the right state for that. And what I found is when I'm trying to pick myself up to really get to work and get going on things, I'm meeting some resistance from my mind. My mind is trying to keep me safe. My mind is trying to keep me comfortable. And it's this battle that I'm having in my mind. And I just decided that now I'm taking control. Now I'm training my brain to work for me instead of me working and listening to my brain. And this is something that we do with meditation as well, is just to separate from the thought. So when you have a thought, you know that it's not yours, it's not you. So you can separate that and you can look at that thought and then you can see what you want to do with that thought. So with this 100 pull-up a day challenge, 100 pull-ups ain't that easy, but I'm in a gym for a lot of my day. So I would just do 10 sets of 10 pull-ups. And it was amazing. Throughout it, I felt by the end of the month, 100 pull-ups a day for me is easy. Now I get to the bar and I just feel so strong. I'm just banging it out. And by the end of the month, some of these pull-ups, I was just getting so hyped. Just feeling so hyped and so excited, and I'm just building that fire in my training, and then I'm utilizing that to my business. I'm utilizing that to my work, to my relationships, to my care for myself. And I'm just teaching my brain. I'm telling my brain who's in charge. I'm no longer letting my brain rule me and tell me what I should do. And it's kind of like with your mother, when there's that time when you got to say, hey, thanks, Mom. I know you got my best interest in mind, but I'm grown now and I'm going to do this. And I appreciate you. So we taking control back of our mind, and we're telling it to work for us. We're making it be our best tool instead of our worst enemy. Because a lot of the issues that we have in this life are all in here. It's all inside here. So if we can master the inner world, then our reality is just gonna be blissful. Our reality is just gonna be, unfolding as we want and as we like. So, that was the reason why I really wanted to do this challenge. And I feel really powerful because almost every day when I went to go do it, at some point, my mind was telling me, nah, you don't need to do it. Nah, it's okay. Just chill, go home. Like say I finished my sessions at 8:30 and I still have 50 pull-ups to do. It's like, nah, you can just go home. But I tell my mind, nah, we got 50 to do. And you can just watch me do this. This is the new program. And that's the kind of vibe that I'm moving forward with, going forward. And from now, is just, I'm in control of my mind, and you are working for me. And when you look at this question that, it's like this, I don't know if you call it existential, like esoteric, just like this super out there question of who am I, who are you, right? And that question you can really never answer with words, because you cannot encapsulate who you are as a being in words. But in this physical existence, it's quite easy to say who you are, because you really are just a sum total of your experiences. So you are what you eat. You are what you do on the daily. What actions do you take? You are what you think. You are who you hang around with. You are all of these things. So then when you look at that, ask yourself the question, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And once you answer that question, I want to be someone who keeps a promise to himself, and I want to be someone who sets out to do something and does it, and nothing can get in my way. Right? Not even my own mind, especially not my own mind. So what does that lead me to do? That leads me to take actions and do things on the daily that's going to prove to myself, that's going to show to myself that I am that person. Right? So that's when doing the pull-ups every day, no matter what, this is what you do. You have this goal, do it. Proving to myself, keep those promises to yourself. And that's what it is. So I ask you the question, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Right? Ask yourself that question. Then ask, what does someone who is what I want to be do? What does someone feel that wants to be like the thing that I want to be like? So if you want to be, let's say, someone who's amazing at pull-ups, right? Well, what does someone who's amazing at pull-ups do? They do pull-ups. How does someone feel that is amazing at pull-ups? They feel like the pull-up bar is just like their best friend. They feel like they're so comfortable around the pull-up bar. They feel like they can go to the pull-up bar at any time, and it's like, oh, hey, I seen you so much. Like, we're homies, right? So that's what I gotta start doing. They gotta look at the pull-up bar and know that, I could pull up on you anytime, and there's no worries, and I thank you. I love the pull-up bar. So then you start to set that into your routine. And if you want to be someone who eats healthy, if you want to be someone who cares for themselves, then you ask yourself, what does someone who cares for themselves do? Well, they eat food that makes them feel good. They think thoughts that are empowering. They respect their sleep. They respect their work. There's all these different things. How do they feel? Someone who cares for themselves feels like they themselves are extremely important. They are valuable. They have something to care for. So therefore they care for it, right? So it's this whole idea of creating who we want to be. And it doesn't have to be some like a far out idea. It's just as simple as, who do you want to be? What does someone who wants to be, what is someone who is that? What do they do? And what do they feel? Right? And what I like to do after I ask myself those two questions, and I ask myself those two questions, then I come forward with a statement to affirm my identity. I am someone, I keep promises to myself, and I let nothing get in my way. I keep promises to myself, and I let nothing get into my way. So I can say that to myself every morning. I can say that to myself every single time I have a thought come into my head. So this is just something that I feel is really valuable for us, whether it's you want to make more money, whether it's you want to become stronger, whether it's you want to eat better, whether it's you want to have better relationships. It's just to know the idea of whatever it is that we want to do, whatever it is that we want to be, we have to start taking those small incremental steps for us to get there. We have to start embodying and becoming that person and feeling what that person feels like. Who is that? And we got to bring back that control and know that we are in power. We are in power and we are empowered. So I want y'all to ask yourselves that question. What does someone who is this do? And what does someone who is this feel? And start to do those things and start to feel those things. Start to sit. Take some breaths And just ask yourself that question. What does someone who eats healthy feel like? What does it feel like to eat healthy? And just see what comes up. And just let that play out in your mind. And let's see what happens with that. And let those possibilities come and just see what happens. And for me, I did it in the form of a challenge. I feel great. I feel amazing. And this is really just the beginning. And I want to remind you all to take small steps. Take incremental steps. For me, 100 pull-ups a day was still a pretty small step because it's only 10 pull-ups at a time, and I have a lot of time to do that. So be easy on yourself and take those incremental steps and slowly grow, slowly level up. And after 1 year of making a 1% change, that Kaizen flow, you're gonna be amazed at where you're at now. So, take it easy on yourself. Think about a slow progress and, start today. So start today. Who do you want to become? What are you going to start doing to become that? And what are you going to start feeling? Y'all can comment below. Let me know what y'all want to bring forth, who y'all want to be, and what you're going to start doing. And, let's start sharing these things and becoming accountable. If that's what y'all are into, I'm doing this for y'all because I know that's what I want y'all to be a part of my journey and see what I'm going through, and just to know that, hey, I may look like I have it all figured out. I may look like I'm so physically fitness engaged and fully dialed in, but I'm still working on myself as well. I'm still working on this battle in the mind as well. And we're all in this together, and we're all just looking to level up and grow as first a self and then as a community. Then we can start to bring a community in, and I can know to these other people, I'm gonna keep my promises to you because I can keep my promises to myself. So here we are, another Sunday, another video. I give thanks for y'all for tuning in. Don't forget we got that retreat coming up in June. We got June 15th to June 23rd, a Journey Beyond Wellness retreat. You can sign up now. We got a few spots left. And also we got that Seamoss coming straight from St. Lucia. So if y'all want some Seamoss, I'm your man. Y'all can go to the description. All the links are in there. And otherwise, let's start to dial in. Let's start to tune in to who we want to be. And let's start becoming. And I'm going to leave y'all with something. Don't just be real, be realized. Love.